people have asked me, you know, why remake a classic like this? And I think that it's important for people today to see this story unfold on film. I mean, it was just too good of a movie to not have a new interpretation of.
Yeah, we see this problem all the time, is where, you know, you make these great, you know, pieces of film history, but they just get so dated. And these, you know, and
I mean, what was it, like 1902?
I know, and the thing is that, you know, in these days, no one wants to see that. It's so boring to just sit down and watch a black and white movie, and nobody cares anymore. So we wanted to preserve this for future generations.
Right, and on top of it, there's no sound. I mean, you're missing half the picture. You know, it wasn't until 20 years later that we actually started introducing sound into film. And why didn't they remake it then? I don't know. You know, when we were first approached by this project, you know, there were some problems with it. I mean, we looked at the story, we looked at the script, and the script just had too much story. And
it really did.
Yeah, and that's not going to sell today. People don't want intricate dialogue and plot lines. You know what they want. They want wall-to-wall explosions. They want people shooting things, people blowing up. That's just what makes a movie great these days. And so, you know, we had to pick the right director, someone that we felt could actually bring this vision to the screen. And I believe we found that in Mike.
Yes, and like I said, I feel I've taken inspiration from who I believe to be the greatest director of our time, and that is Michael Bay.
Yes, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. He, you know, just special effects, eye-popping special effects, you know, wall-to-wall action. We don't need story. That's not important. What sells is action.
One of the concerns that I also had was the fact that, you know, the Great Train Robbery set in the past. And I was afraid that maybe it wouldn't translate well to the present because, you know, their trains aren't really a big thing right now and there aren't really a whole lot around it. So I thought perhaps maybe make the suggestion that we set this in the future where trains could actually possibly make a comeback, that it might, you know, and that's one of the reasons why we decided to set this in the future.
See, another great thing about setting it in the future is that after a while, you know, as you've seen, after a while, if you set things in like the present or in the past, they become outdated. But if you set it in the future, it can't be outdated because the future's yet to happen.
I know, you know, there's no fate but what we make, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
The future is what we make it. And in this case, we made it a train robbery.
Mustaches are what was so important to making the original Great Train Robbery work. I mean, it was clear who the bad guy was. Bad guy had a mustache. The good guy also had a mustache. But when it came time to shoot the remake, you know, we searched for actors. We had some people that we wanted right away. They had great mustaches. Only problem was they were booked. And, you know, so we had to go with some different choices, and I think some good choices, but they didn't have mustaches, so we had to turn to technology.
You know, mustaches are just so hard to grow these days, and we figured that we could just digitally impose mustaches on our actors. And I think it turned out really great.
Yeah, we had a crew well over 500 people. I mean, we had to first shoot the actor against the green screen without the mustache. Then we had to shoot the mustache against the green screen without the actor. And it just took so long. I mean, painstakingly, frame by frame, to track these mustaches onto these actors' faces. But I think it pays off. And when you watch the film, I think you'll agree.
The end result was well worth it.
It was.